Okay, welcome back, my dear students. Let's condense this a little bit. Let's see if this looks a little better if we go ahead and indent this. I do that by selecting everything and doing tab. Okay, let's just come back here real quick. So we're gonna try to log in a user. We need to create some type of another request here, right? We could create a duplicate of what we got here. So I'm just gonna duplicate this request. Oops, that just duplicated the whole thing. We don't want that. Let's delete the whole thing here. We want to duplicate the request, which is here. And there we go. Let's rename it to login. Login. Post. Enter. Let's see what we got. So let's change the URL to say login. And we're going to send a body. Okay. Let's send that and says user was not able to log in. Okay. Remember that the password and that this is that user that has that email is not hashed, right? The password is not hashed for that user, as you can see right here. So that's not going to be able to log in. What about, let's try this one here. Edwin at Coding Faculty. Codingfaculty.com. And if we do this, we get the same results again because that's not the password. Remember, the password was secret 1, 2, and 3. Enter, and user was able to log in. You see that? See how simple that was? Very, very, very cool. If you did not get this result, make sure that you have this code exactly like it's here. And I know this in the beginning could be daunting, all right? It could be really, really confusing. We find the user with that email. Make sure that we pull in that from the post request right here. Make sure that this, remember that this body gets added by the body parser. So make sure that you have that installed and required, and make sure that you have this in the middleware. Make sure that you're using promises here from the ES6, from MScript 6. So you don't get that warning. Make sure you're connected to the database and make sure. And guys, one of the things that I do and I like to do all the time is that I like to log things out. All right. I coming everything out and I start logging in, you know, logging everything here. Do console log user to see if I get the user. And if I get the user, now I know this is true here. So then I would come to the next line here and I would start, logging things. What about here? You can, if something is not working here, you can see if you have any errors by doing throw error or console.log error to see what errors you have. Okay. So it's it's easy for me to find my mistakes because I've done this a couple of times already, right? Many times, but it could be daunting. You could take a couple of hours or a couple of days to figure out, but that's what we're here for. Thank you so much, guys, and see you in the next lecture.